Hello everyone, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel UPSC Logi. This is me Rahul, and today we are going to cover the Hindu analysis for your public administration optional dated 19th of October 2021. So we are going to cover and we are going to link the important current affair article with your public administration theories and thinkers and syllabus per se. And you can join the Telegram channel Pubedpedia and Telegram group Pubedpedia official, Pubedpedia_official. The link for the same is given in the description box. By joining the channel you can download the Pubedpedia magazines that are available at the channel, and apart from that you can also get the access with respect to the other audios and other things with respect to how you can link different units of public administration with other units of public administration. So everything is related in public administration. When you will be in the position to link one unit with another unit, one paper to another paper, current affairs with both the papers, you will be able to score more marks in your public administration optional. So let's get started without wasting a bit of time. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you can just go to the playlist section of this channel where you will get different videos in different playlists. For example, in different months I have covered these kind of analysis where you will find the linking and all. So this will help you in your preparation. And let's get started. On the page number 1 you will get this article: Army trains officers posted along LAC, that is line of actual control, in Tibetology. So as you know that the name of this channel is also UPSC Logi. Similarly, Tibetology basically means the study of Tibet. So basically what you have to note from this article, you must be knowing about the thing that personal administration or personal administration is a part of your syllabus, isn't it? So personal administration is a part of your syllabus, civil services is also the part of the syllabus. So in both these papers there is a topic, there is a subtopic called training in administration. Administrative training is one of the initial component when it comes to the recruitment of a particular person. After recruitment there will be the kind of training, orientation, and then other kind of trainings are there. Okay, so in job training is there, on entry training is there. So you must be knowing about the basics of training when it comes to public administration, personal administration. Okay, here what you have to understand, here army trains officers posted along LAC in Tibetology. So basically training is being provided for these specific you can say officers who are at the LAC in Tibetology. What does it mean? It basically means that there will be the training of Tibetology so that they can understand the Tibetan traditions, cultural peculiarities, that is cultural uniqueness, and apart from that democratic and political influence and so on. So it will empower our men and officers to understand where they are working, where we are going, and where we are operating. This is what you have to note from this specific article. Other things are for general studies and for internal securities and other perspective, but for public administration optional you should understand this thing. When it comes to training, one of the suggestion that you can give or one of the point that you can use while writing anything on training is the specific knowledge of the, you can say, terrain. Let's say here we are talking about army, so they will understand the culture, tradition, values and uniqueness in order to understand where they are operating and where they are going. Same applies on the administrators as well. For example, if an administrator is posted in the Ministry of Finance, that administrator should understand the basics of the basics of finance, like monetary policy, like repo rate, reverse repo rate, or for that matter the kind of fiscal stimulus, means everything should be, you can say, on the tips of that particular person and that particular individual who is going to operate in that particular Ministry of Finance. So this is how you have to understand. If you are being posted as the administrator or district magistrate or district collector of a particular, you can say, northeastern state, then what will happen? You have to understand the culture, tradition, values, and all the nitty-gritties. So this is something that you can use insofar as the questions with respect to training is concerned. I hope you are getting. This is how you have to understand this specific article, that specific knowledge of a particular situation. Okay, and that will improve your way of understanding. You will be able to communicate better. You will become more economic, efficient, and effective. So economy, efficiency, and effectiveness, this was the crux of Woodrow Wilson's idea. Woodrow Wilson talked about comparative public administration. He was talking about the science of administration. He was talking about the private and public administration. He was talking about different things, but the basic nitty-gritty or the basic concept was the need of economy, efficiency, and effectiveness in the administration. So that can be brought about by understanding the you can say the operating environment. So this is how you have to understand. Similarly, you can link this thing with the risks as well. What does risks talks about when it comes to system? So he was talking about the environmental, or you can say ecological aspect of public administration, ecological approach of public administration. So Fred W. Riggs clearly highlighted this thing, that environment plays a very important role. And when it comes to these people, let's say they are going at the LSC, so now they have to understand their environment, because environment influences the system and system influences the environment. I hope you are getting. So this is how you have to develop that understanding, and you will be able to use the examples in a different units. So Wilson is there, Riggs is there, even personal administration. I told you earlier, the entire personal administration training is based on this thing, and that's why we are, as an UPSC aspirant, you have to read everything. Why? Because you will be in the position to understand the culture, the uniqueness, and other things, so that you can understand where you are going and where you are operating. I hope you are getting. So this is how you have to develop the approach, and you can use one example in different points, and this is how you have to read the articles. I hope you are getting. So these articles, when you link, they help you both in your, you can say, understanding of the particular, you can say, news article, and apart from that, they can act as the tool of you can say your revision. For example, I am not reading from thinkers and Prasad. I'm just thinking of that thing, that okay, it can be linked. So in a way it will help you in your revision as well, and this is how you have to go about it. And apart from that, the second important article, you will get the second article on the page number and the editorial page. And apart from that, for ethics, you can note this thing: red light on Gadi off campaign. So this is something that is there in the Delhi. So you can basically note this thing for your ethics, because here behavioral perspective is there. They are not saying that you have to do, but this is the campaign, this is the awareness. So information, education, awareness, you can mention this thing insofar as the ethics is concerned, that voluntary participation, public participation, Jan Andolan, Jan Bhagidari. So in all those things you can mention this ethics article, means you can use it in the ethics. In environment, things going on, so let's not go into it. Okay, so here the article is oversimplified models, complex social systems. So please read this article. Why you have to read this article? This article is basically talking about the Nobel Prize winners, and it is basically talking about the physics and economics, and it is saying that economics is something that is, you can say, there is a kind of social aspect into it. Okay, so when it comes to physics and all the scientific thing, you will get the oversimplification. They will simplify everything in one formula or something like that. That for example, de Broglie equation was there, Heisenberg equation is there. So basically they will simplify a complex thing in a, you can say, they will make it oversimplified. Okay, So this is one of the problem with the model approach as well. In public administration, if you read the IGNOU material and all, you will find this thing that when it comes to model, whenever we are dealing with any model, for example bureaucratic model, or for that matter the model of risks, the prismatic society model, any model, public policy model as well. So when it comes to any model, what is model? Model is something that makes the things simplified, okay, that so that you can understand. So here I'm just linking those things, so those things are not relevant here. Here what you have to understand, let's back to our article, oversimplified models, complex social system. So article is talking about, when it says oversimplified models, it talks about physics, the kind of scientific approach, and the classical approach you can say for your public administration, and complex social system. When the article says complex social system, it talks about the social system, or you can say economic system, socio-economic system, okay, the distributive justice, as you can link with your polity. So basically the writer is talking about physics versus economics, or you can say physics versus social sciences. So here you have to link this article with your public administration paper 1 and the unit is administrative thinkers. So in administrative thinkers you have this, or also in the administrative behavior. So in your syllabus you must be knowing about this thing, that we are having this unit called administrative thinkers and administrative behaviors, where you have to understand the behavioral economics. Economic surveys of previous years have also talked about this concept very beautifully, and you can read out them as well. And this behavioral economics is very relevant, okay. So many studies are going on, and many Nobel prizes are being awarded under this heading called behavioral economics and all. So basically what you have to understand, that physics is oversimplified phenomena that is not relevant in the, you can say, real surrounding, and social system or the economics include the idea of human nature. So basically the writer is saying that when you oversimplified by using a particular formula, like let's say any formula, mathematical formula, because math is equal to physics, and physics is very classical. So if you read about public administration, classical thinkers, they did not consider the idea of human behavior. Human behavior को उन्होंने side पे रख दिया था, okay, and that thing is physics and all, okay. Apart from that, here you will get the kind of human nature. Human nature is changing. Here you will get the things like Homo sapiens they are not only adapting to their environment, but also they are mastering their environment, and that's why humans are very powerful, and that's why we have to, basically these things will not work, these oversimplified model will not work, because ultimately it is the human being whose behavior will play an important role. So this classical versus behavioral approach, in that context you can read this article, and you can use the kind of study if you want, and you can just have this understanding that how can you link this article. I'm not going to read the article, there are many Nobel Prize winners and all. The crux I have told you, just read this article once and you will be able to read it properly, okay. And apart from that, one more article is there, the last article of the day, that you will get on the page number 11 of this newspaper. So here, judiciary should not act as super legislature. This article you will get on the page number 11 of Delhi edition. So here the article is saying judiciary should not act as the super legislature, says central government. So here what you have to note is the name of this person, former US President Franklin D. Roosevelt. In his speech, in one of his speech, he mentioned this thing that the judiciary should not act as the super legislature, and our central government is referring to that particular statement over here. So you can use this thing in your answers and in your public administration. Basically you must be knowing about the tussle that is going on in the country as of now, and it was there in the past as well, and all the kind of you can say the tussle was there between judiciary and legislature with respect to who is superior and who is having the you can say more power or something like that. So you must be knowing about this thing. So here judiciary should not act as the super legislature. This is what central government is saying. So you can mention this keywords super legislature. Okay, you can mention this thing when you are dealing with this judiciary and legislature sort of thing. So basically the context is not important for PubEd, because you must be knowing about this thing. We have covered this thing in the previous previous magazines as well. And so this tribunal reforms were there in the picture, and there are some you can say issues, means some concerns are there. For example, the 5-year reduced to 4-year, and some other things are there. So these are I'm not going to cover those things over here, because those are the part of the administrative tribunals that we have covered already in the magazine. Here what you have to note down is this name, super legislature. Super legislature nahi banna chahiye judiciary ko, because ultimately legislature is something where the representative of the people are there. In judiciary there are no representatives. So when it comes to the idea of judicial activism in your in your public administration, when it comes to judicial overreach, judicial the kind of overreach is there, judicial you can say papism is there. Judicial papism is what, when the judiciary will teach you that how you should deal with your religion. This is known as judicial papism. Okay, just try to understand this thing. Judicial encroachment, so different you can say keywords is there. Judicial you can say there are some keywords, you can mention those things. So whenever you are dealing with these topics, you can mention this super legislature kind of point, and you can, if you want to get more marks, you should mention these kind of keywords, so that examiner can give you more marks. I hope you are getting. This is it for the day, and this is all about the important news articles for your public administration. There are some other articles like disproportionate assets case against ex-minister. Not that important, because in India nearly every minister have this disproportionate cases going on. I'm saying this thing on the lighter note. So basically you can mention when it comes to this idea disproportionate assets, in Hindi it means aay se adhik sampatti. Basically your income is, let's say, X rupees, but your overall assets are X plus Y rupees. Okay, so this is known as disproportionate assets. You can mention this thing, this keyword disproportionate assets, when it comes to your corruption related questions. So not specifically you have to remember, but yes, you can mention this disproportionate assets. Okay, this is it for the day. I hope you are getting the important news articles. Just read these articles and just try to prepare some notes, 1-2 liners notes on these articles. And if you are following the PubEdpedia Current Affair magazine, I will give you everything, and in the form of diagrams and all. You will get the PYQs related to these topics as well in the magazine itself. Okay, this is it for the day. You can join the Telegram channel, Telegram group, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget to watch the previous videos if you are preparing or if you are appearing for UPSC CSE 2021 mains. Thank you so much.